In a quiet neighborhood, where families took pride in their homes and gardens, peace was shattered by a sudden announcement from the Homeowners Association. The board declared a new project, something they called community beautification. At first, it sounded harmless. Residents imagined new flowers planted along sidewalks, or fresh paint on community fences. But within days, things took a disturbing turn. One morning, neighbors awoke to the sound of buzzing tools and shovels in their front yards. To their shock, HOA workers were ripping out flowers, cutting down fruit trees, and digging up vegetable gardens. Families stood frozen as years of hard work, roses carefully tended, orchards patiently grown, and vegetable patches nurtured season after season, were destroyed in a matter of hours. When confronted, the HOA smugly claimed that a clause buried deep in the bylaws gave them the right to reclaim private landscaping for community projects. To the residents, it felt less like beautification and more like theft. The outrage grew louder. Parents watched their children cry as their favorite apple tree was hauled away. One elderly couple, who had planted a small garden decades earlier, refused to let the HOA touch it. For them, it wasn't just a garden. It was memories, birthdays celebrated under its shade, and harvests shared with neighbors. But resistance came at a price. The HOA began issuing daily fines, warning the couple that foreclosure could be next. Fear rippled through the neighborhood. People whispered in anger but stayed silent in action, worried they'd be targeted too. Until one night, a neighbor, unable to sleep, saw flashlights moving across a yard. Grabbing a phone, they recorded what they witnessed. The HOA board members themselves, loading plants, flower pots, and decorations into their trucks and driving them away. The video spread through the neighborhood like wildfire. Suddenly, the story changed. This wasn't a project at all, it was a scheme. The HOA president, it turned out, was reselling plants and pocketing the profits. And the fines, just another weapon to scare people into compliance. The final blow came when a whistleblower, someone inside the HOA, leaked documents proving the corruption. The board had planned the entire operation, using beautification as a disguise for personal gain. Fueled by anger and betrayal, the residents united. At the next HOA meeting, the board was met not with polite questions, but with a furious crowd holding evidence in their hands. Voices that had once been silenced now roared in unison. The truth was undeniable. The corrupt board was forced out. Lawsuits were filed, and justice finally began to take shape. Neighbors replanted their gardens, but the scars of mistrust ran deep. The experience had changed them forever. No longer would they blindly trust those who claimed to lead. No longer would they accept hidden rules and unchecked power. The gardens bloomed again, yes, but this time so did something far more powerful, community strength. And that was the day the HOA